Hi, my name is Joshua Erice. I'm studying Sociology 1 under the supervision of Mrs. Nanette Calaor Tamayo, scheduled Monday and Wednesdays, 4 to 5:30 p.m. Today, I will be discussing to you 10 tips or the things that you should learn before you could even think of starting a family. And here goes. So, one step that you have to learn before you can start a family is how to actually take care of the baby because it's important. And this is how you bathe a baby. So you start by first boiling water, but of course you have to put cold water in it so it won't be too hot or too cold for the baby. Then what my mom likes to do is she puts on calamansi on the water so that she told me it smells better for the baby and para daw hindi sipunin. Okay, so after you prepare all your things, you must now get the baby. There's the baby. Alright. Okay, now I wouldn't be performing this by myself because I do not know how to properly raise a baby. Yep, I'll really start a family. Well, it's pretty much just like bathing yourself, but you have to be more careful and delicate when it comes to the where you put mud soap. That's how to make the baby. Okay, now that you're done giving her a bath, you're gonna put in her diapers. This is actually not that hard, just make sure you don't put it, you put it right. So you just take her feet like this, slide the diaper in her back. Right. Oh, straight down, baby. Okay. Then you just strap it in. Make sure it's stuck, not tight. Then, yes. Well, technically, your wife, she's supposed to do all the cooking, but she can't do everything. And every once in a while, you will have to cook. My dad knows how to cook. I personally am not fond of cooking, but I know how to cook. But mixing carbonara, using lots and lots and lots of things. One thing that you must learn how to do when you already have a family is how to budget. You have to know that this isn't healthy, that you shouldn't be letting your kid eat it. And you must learn how to buy the right kinds of pork or chicken that you might eat. I don't compromise on food. Right? As much as possible, I take the best kind of food that I can because I don't want my kid eating substandard kinds of food, opposite kinds of food. You must learn to be a wise shopper. Learning how to drive. This isn't actually a must. It's not necessary for you to learn how to drive, but having a family means you have to protect them and letting them commute using a Jeep, FX, or a bus. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Really, there's nothing wrong with that, but it would be safer if for you and your family if you learn how to drive and you could take them places rather than commuting there. It's less hassle, it's safer. I'm not gonna say that it's cheaper because having a car and maintaining it is hard. But yes, learning how to drive. You almost need to learn how to drive because most of the dads usually they don't know how to drive. So, there. Actually, the first step on starting a family is actually finding a wife. Yes, I'm not really joking. Really, it's really important, and it's probably one of the hardest things to do too. Right? Because in your lifetime there will come lots and lots and lots and lots of girls, and how would you know if she's really the one? I don't know. I haven't found her yet. Really, I'm watching a show right now. It's called How I Met Your Mother, and
it took them 9 seasons or 9 years just to tell the story of how he met the kid's mother from day one to the last day. And it just shows that looking for someone, for a girl or the person that you would want to spend the rest of your life with is hard. It's hard, time consuming, it's painful. Right? The course of true love never really did come smooth. I forgot who said that, but it's true. And it's important too because you can't start a family without your wife. Because she's not just gonna be your wife, she's also gonna be your partner in raising your kid or helping out with the family issues. Because being a guy, you're not supposed to do everything and you can't. So you have to find someone that you could trust, someone that you could spend the rest of your life with. Yes. Then, before you could even think of starting a family, you have to be financially stable. That's the other one, right? You have to be financially stable. Because raising a kid requires money. Really, it requires a lot of things, but really, money is one of the biggest things. When your wife is pregnant, you have to take care of her. Money. Yeah. Then when she gives birth, money. Then raising your kid, you're gonna need milk, diapers, medicines, and everything, and it will just really cost a lot. And if you don't have enough money to suffice for the needs of your kids, your family, you would raise them to be, I don't know. It's just really hard to raise a family without any money. You're gonna see them starve or get sick and you can't do anything about it. It's really frustrating as a guy. I mean, I wasn't born rich. I'm not even rich now, but I wasn't born rich because when I was a kid, I had well, it's not a disease, but I was very sick. I have what we call seizure disorder, so it's like being epileptic in some sort. But it actually drained the money out of my parents, and coming back to it now, it's just really hard because I've heard the stories of how we almost never ate and how they walked a lot of places just to get to their work or just to get maybe to the hospital, and it's just really frustrating. So you have to be financially stable to support your family. Then you have when the kid is out, you have to be patient. Why? Because raising a kid is hard. It's going to get in your nerves. I mean, I have a baby brother. He's not such a baby now, but when he was a baby, it irritates me a lot because he wakes up at like 3 in the morning just to cry and ask for milk, and it's driving me insane. It's not fun. Well, it is. He's cute. You have a baby and all those things, but really, it needs patience. Like really, really, really bad. Because without patience, you would end up just, screaming. And it's never good for the baby. You need to be patient because he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, it's in his nature to cry because he's a kid. He needs things like that. Moving on to the next part, you have to be understanding. You have to understand that when he cries or when he poops and you're so irritated, you have to understand that he's a kid. He's supposed to do that. He's not supposed to be trained immediately. You actually have to teach them. It's a stepping process. You first teach them how to speak, then how to walk, and then you're gonna send them to school. You're gonna teach them morals. It's a step-by-step process, and being a parent actually never stops here. Once you're a parent, you will always be a parent. So you have to pursue and become better at being a parent because no parent is perfect. I love my parents, really I do. Though we have some issues, it's not really big of a deal. It's just that sometimes we don't agree on some things because they want to do this and I want to do the other thing. Really, it's part of being a parent. You have to understand that your your generation is different from my generation, so what you like doing then, I wouldn't probably like it now, and what I like, you probably wouldn't like it either. So you have to find the mutual ground to understand your kid. Then the next one is the proper spacing. The proper spacing of kids. Supposed to be, I think it was 3 years. So if I have a kid now, I'm supposed to wait 3 years before I could have another one. One is because it's safe for the mother, because she has to recover. She can't just be pregnant all the time. And again, with the finances, and you can't have two babies growing at the same time. It's just really hard. The other one is just learning how to talk, and there you are again having another baby. It's just really hard. You know, it's because having a baby is really time consuming. You have to put in effort and time for the baby to grow, and being a parent is hard, alright? And I realize that better now. Having told you 10 things that you must learn, or 10 things that you have to do in order to have a family, makes me realize that I'm not really prepared to start my own family yet. Because one, I'm not financially stable. Two, I like babies, but most of the time they irritate me. Haven't found a wife yet. I don't even know how to bathe a baby. I asked my cousin to do it for me. I'm not responsible enough to take care of a living, breathing thing. I am in love with the thought of spending the rest of my life with someone and starting my own family with her, because that's the dream, right? But it's not really just that. You have to consider a lot of things, and this is just 10. There's 100 more that you could actually choose from. 100 of things that I must learn, and you never stop learning, right? I will never be the perfect parent to my kid. I will probably get mad at them for doing the things that I'm doing now. For example, going home late, going to parties, all those kind of teenage things that I'm doing now. Someday they will do that, and I will be their parent, and I will probably stress out because where are you? Who's with you? What are you doing? So I will try my best not to do that, because really right now it irritates me. So I will just have to understand that my kids have to go through that stage too. They have to learn, and I can't teach them everything, right? I can only guide them. Maybe I'm saying this now because I'm not a parent, but I hope when the time comes that I will become a parent, I will remember this moment that I said now. I wouldn't stress much about it, because how will you know if something's a mistake if you don't do it, right? Because it's never actually a mistake if it didn't cause you any harm. And some mistakes actually forces you to be better, a better version of yourself. Because sometimes when you're down there and everything's just falling apart, you realize what really matters. And I can't teach that to my kids. They have to learn that, and they have to make a mistake, and my only job is to actually be there for them, support them, because once upon a time, like today, someday this is gonna be once upon a time, I will go back to this day and remember that I'm here just talking about family, and I hope I become a great father too. Yeah. So there you have it, the 10 of the 1,000 things that you have to learn before actually starting a family. Thank you.